I just told you the story. I'm so annoying. Hi guys, it's Jordan, and in this video I'm not gonna be doing makeup, which is honestly so good because everything I've done has been makeup and skin so far, so I'm trying to not do that as much. So today I made a poll on Twitter if I should do my top favorite movies or top favorite TV shows, and I was gonna do top 10, but I was thinking about it and I was like, I've seen so many TV shows, I can't do 10. So I'm gonna tell you them and give you like a little thing about them. And so my first favorite TV show would have to be Supernatural, and basically the name is what it is, Supernatural. And I actually met Castiel, aka Misha Collins, in Cleveland, and honestly it was the best time of my life. He like touched me and I cried and I'm getting teary-eyed just talking about it. I love that show. 10 out of 10. Watch it. I think there's like 13 seasons, so watch that. So number 2, I'm gonna like group these two together because one's a spin-off of the other, and it's The Vampire Diaries and the originals. I love The Vampire Diaries. I cry almost every episode. It's so good. The originals is so good. I'm so upset that it's ending, like the originals. I was upset when The Vampire Diaries ended, and I was like, oh look, I still have the originals, and I don't even have that anymore. It's the final season. And I actually had a cat named Niklaus, and I named him after Niklaus on the originals. So if you know what The Vampire Diaries is about, the originals is about the original vampires, so it's the spin-off of Vampire Diaries, and it follows the originals around and goes through their life and their problems, and you do see some of the characters from the Vampire Diaries on the originals, and you do see some of the original characters on the Vampire Diaries. So my third favorite show would have to be The Walking Dead. Love that show. I actually haven't kept up with it this season, but I know everything that's happened because Twitter sucks at keeping things to itself. But I was obsessed with it for a while. I had like every poster. I was in love with Carl Grimes. I loved Chandler Riggs. Like I was like in love with him, just like I was in love with Jared Padalecki from Supernatural. I get like shows and Ian Somerhalder. Like Joseph Morgan. Y'all know, but The Walking Dead is basically The Walking Dead. Like, I know every person has heard of that. So my fourth favorite show would have to be The Last Man on Earth, and it's a comedy. It's not on Netflix. It's on demand, and it's on TV. It's basically about this disease that wiped out the whole human nation. The whole human species is like a whole. This human species as a whole. That's what I'm trying to say. So it wiped out everybody except for a few people. They all find their way together, and it's honestly really funny. It's hilarious, and I love it. My fifth favorite show would have to be Bitten. It's on Netflix, and it's like The Vampire Diaries, but whereas The Vampire Diaries follows vampires, Bitten follows werewolves, and it's a really good show. It's more mature than The Vampire Diaries, but it's a pretty good show. My sixth favorite show would have to be Shameless, and I know that a lot of people talk about this show, and I know a lot of people probably heard of the show, but honestly it's so good. Lip, Ian, Carl, they're all so cute. Good show, except for Debbie. I don't know, she just bothers me. Franny is adorable. It's just a really good show, and everybody enjoys it. So my seventh favorite show would have to be Hemlock Grove. It's really, really good. It's really, really weird. The first season you really don't understand what's happening. It's really confusing, but the second season puts everything into perspective, and honestly it is one of the greatest shows, and I can't really tell you much about it because it would basically give everything away, but it is honestly such a good show. I binge watched it. I watched the first season in like 2 days probably. So it's honestly so good. It's so addicting. And Hemlock Grove is on Netflix too. Most of these shows are on Netflix. So except for The Last Man on Earth so far. Is Shameless on Netflix? No, I don't think it is. Or is it? I don't know. I know I'm watching it on Hulu. I don't know. It might be. I don't know. My 8th favorite show would have to be The End of the World. That is honestly such a good show. About a kid who thinks he's a psychopath and wants to kill people. Well, wants to kill a person, kill something bigger than an animal. And honestly, it's a really good show. It's really like heartwarming, and the ending will piss you off, but everything from the beginning to the end is so good, and I love it. My 9th favorite show would have to be Ghost Avengers. I have watched the show since it came out. I was probably like 7 when I started watching the show, and I'm 19 now. And that show gave me my love for the paranormal and spooky things and everything else. Like, I love that kind of stuff, like paranormal, aliens. I love talking about all that kind of stuff. So Ghost Adventures really put me into that kind of stuff. Ever since I was little, I remember coming home from school, making the ramen noodles in a cup and going into my room and watching Ghost Adventures, even though I've seen that episode probably like 5 times. It is such a good show, and I still watch it, obviously, to this day. I got my family hooked on it. Ghost Adventures is honestly a 10 out of 10 time. Like, my 10th favorite show would have to be Dark. It's on Netflix, and it's probably like Stranger Things, which I love too. Stranger Things is a great show, but Dark is probably like a mix of Stranger Things and Stephen King's It. It's really weird, and it's in a different language. Get over the fact that they're talking in a different language. I think it's German, and then they have people speaking over it in English. If that doesn't bother you, it's honestly such a good show. I watched that in a day. It's another very confusing show that you're gonna be like, what? Until the end, and then at the end you're gonna be like, ow. Like, those are the best shows to me, because you're like, what the heck? And plot twists and all that kind of stuff. But it's honestly such a good show. Dark, 10 out of 10. My 11th favorite show would have to be Floribama Shore. And it's just like Jersey Shore, but follows different people. And I don't know. I love Jersey Shore too, and I can't wait for the reunion. But since there's no like new episodes of Jersey Shore, Floribama Shore is so good. Like, you will literally, I love Amy. If you end up watching the show because of this, tell me who you end up liking. I also like Nilsa. I like them all. I just hurt my foot. That really hurt. I'm gonna cry now. So yeah, it's like all of them together is Supernatural, Vampire Diaries, The Originals, The Walking Dead, Last Man on Earth, Bitten, Shameless, Hemlock Grove, The End of the Fucking World, Ghost Adventures, Dark, and Floribama Shore. So if you watch any of those, let me know if you liked them, because they're all such interesting shows that can blow your mind. Like, also, I have another show. I've watched so many shows. The Mist. It's by Stephen King. Oh, that was a good show. That is on my list too. The Mist. Add that too. Really good show. And I just totally forgot about it until right now. Like, the light bulb went. That guy just tried to die. He tried to die. That was his goal. He's still trying to do it. That's how you die. He's like, there's snow on our ground, and he's like he's swerving, and there's a car in front of him, and there's a car behind him, and he's like wiggling on purpose. People are assholes. Like, grow up. Like, do you want to die? Like, I don't understand. He's literally going on to the main road right now, and he like tried to slide. That's how you kill people. You either kill yourself or get killed. What you gonna do? That was one of my favorite finds. 10 out of 10. This is the cat that I named after Niklaus on The Originals. Won't go into that story. That's for a different time. That's for a story time. It's a sad time, and I guarantee I'll make all of you cry with that one. That was the list of shows that you should watch if you haven't already. Stranger Things too. Great show. But yeah. Every show I just named, watch them, binge watch them. They're so good, and I promise you won't regret it. if you watch them, comment below. Let me know how it goes for you. If you liked it, if you hated it, if I'm stupid for telling you to watch it, I don't know. I just love them. Also, yeah, okay, cool. I don't know what else to say. Don't, I always go like that. Stop going like that. Don't forget, speak, Jordyn. Okay. Don't forget, okay, I sound like a robot. Okay. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and if you want to, hit the bell button so that way you'll be notified when I post, which honestly, Friday I'm probably going to do my top favorite movies, so that's going to be cool. It's going to be a grand time, unless I do something else, but I don't know. So, like it, comment, subscribe, bell button, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye!